How we doing?
Greetings from Los Establos, Novelda. So we've come here for the weekend. It's working stables, so you can get horse rides. There's farm animals here, and there's must be about 10 pitches for motorhomes or caravans.
Yeah. It's got all the services and everything like that. You've got electric. It's €20 a night, 5 extra for electric. We've had no issues with electric, and we've had stuff going all the time, haven't we?
Yeah.
Waste disposal. There's a washroom and
there's
restaurant, bar.
There's 2 showers which look decent, a couple of toilets, like Rob said, disposal, and the restaurant they do if you order in advance, I think it's 24 hours notice, then they do a small menu which it looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
The steaks and things they do. What is he used to cook it on by the looks?
Oh, it smells amazing, mate. Like the actual grill, proper oven and everything's coal fired. Wasn't on when we got here, but you could just smell that smell. You just like imagine if that was on and it was cooking a steak on it. Lovely. I think it was €45, wasn't it, for an 800 gram T-bone. So obviously sharing one. €45 is not bad, really. I imagine the sides and stuff like that would be great. Like roasted peppers on the grill and stuff like that.
I think that's it, yeah. Potatoes and roasted peppers. But it's a really it's really peaceful here. You can just see the birds. Gorgeous. There's farm animals. There's this huge water buffalo. The happiest goats you've ever seen with the teeth.
Yeah.
And you could, if you're with some fitness, you didn't have a 6-year-old or you had electric bikes, then you could cycle down in Novelda. It's just on the way back up, it's a gradient all the way. Yeah. So we'd struggle to get back up with Isabella.
Yeah. It's about 7 minutes in the motorhome anyway. And then a further 7-8 minutes or something to the castle and church. Malada Castle in
Castillo de la Malada.
And Santa Maria Church.
It's based on the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. It's much smaller, so don't expect you going to see that, and my pronunciation was probably terrible. But it's really beautiful up there. It's one way up, one way down, so you're not going to get stuck with Isabella shouting. You're not going to get stuck in trying to pass anybody, and there's plenty of parking up there. You know, we were absolutely fine taking the motorhome up. And there looked like there was some, like lots of trails, walking trails, so you could, take a hike if you wanted to, or just, sit there. It's a beautiful view, really gorgeous. There's a bar up there, and maybe you can get some food, but you can certainly get a drink.
Yeah.
So we went up there this morning. That took about 15 minutes in the motorhome. And then about another 8 minutes away was the Bodega de la Sicilia, so a winery. Working winery.
If you do take that route from the Santa Maria to the winery, though,
don't follow Google Maps.
Ignore the first 2 junctions they try to send you off, because it sends you through a segura, which in Spanish is basically like a sort of waterway. So
dry riverbed.
Dry riverbed. If you get a lot of rain, and it's on Google Maps, man. It's crazy. So we ignored the first one because it was a sharp bend, and we were like, well, that's going straight down into dirt track to get onto the road on the other side. And we were like, nah. So we took the next one, which eventually turned us down to a dirt track. And
a short one, thankfully.
It wasn't too bad, the actual crossing, but we've got quite an overhang. If you've got an overhang on the other side, there's a bit of a. So we managed all right, but
just check
if you're any bigger than 7 meters with a big overhang, definitely don't do that either. So you could go a bit further down, get yourself into Novelda, and come back on yourself an extra minute or so.
The bodega was really beautiful, though. There was clearly people there doing a tour, and then you could see all the tables were set up for the wine tasting. They all came back and did that. And inside, it's absolutely stunning. I think I read online you could get a 3-course for €35. But it was beautiful inside, stunning. The grounds were gorgeous. There was a park for the kids to play in, and so much grass.
Yeah,
which I miss from England.
It's been a couple of years since we've been back in the UK, so it's like grass.
And we only paid €3 a wine, which was, great for such a gorgeous setting. You could spend a lovely, couple of hours just sitting there and enjoying it. But you might not be able to drive home.
Driver.
Yeah, you might not be able to get back. But also, if you get out when you're coming from the motorhome park, the campsite, when you get down to the main road just before you go into Novelda itself, on the right hand side, there's it translates as Park West, and you could see there was play parks for the kids, there was barbecue areas.
Really busy.
Really busy, yeah. Families.
It's Saturday today, so it's obviously a bit busier than what it would be normally.
So with a family, it'd be a lovely area to go and just let them play for a bit, and take a picnic or whatever.
We're filming this on the 15th of February.
It's beautiful.
It's
It's boiling.
roasting. This is actually the second take of this, and we had the phone on tripod in the sun, and we think we got to about a minute or two, and the phone just died.
So it's too hot. It's too hot. I'm
cooked in the
closing
sun.
down.
So that gives you an idea what it's like at this time of year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we're actually up in the hills, mountains a bit as well, aren't
Yeah.
we? So you get yourself down towards the coast, and it's glorious. 22, 24.
But the play, because this is a work in stables as well. Isabella was able to have a horse riding lesson this morning, so it's €25. It was probably about 45 minutes of riding time, and before they brushed the horse and cleaned it, and the lady who owns it here and was a teacher was really great with her. Clearly a really good instructor. So she really enjoyed that. It's clearly a busy stables. We were lucky to get Isabella in today. So if you are planning on coming, then it'd be worth emailing in advance to say that you want to have a riding lesson.
Especially if you're going to be here when it's sort of more peak times as well, I imagine.
Yeah,
or
maybe
summer holidays, for example, that it could be busy.
And because, I suppose on a weekend, Saturday, be busy with lessons. Last night when we got here, kids finishing school.
Not yesterday, because it's actually a red day yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, right, true, yeah.
Hence one of the reasons we thought we'd come away for three days. But we're only, 45 minutes Google, so in a motorhome, 55 minutes away from our villa.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the places we haven't been, though.
Yeah.
Because it seems to like 1 hour little trips, you could be somewhere completely different. We don't normally go inland, do we?
No.
We normally try and...
But certainly,
go to the coast,
if you're looking somewhere for peace and quiet, then this is the perfect spot. It is beautiful. You just hear the birds and see the stars at night, really, don't you? Or the goose, the geese.
I've never spoke to as many other owners as I have on this site in the space of 24 hours. Because it's only like a small group of people, you see them quite a lot, and he wanted to lend some WD-40 guy next door. He's chatting to us because obviously we live here. Is where's the best place to go? Everyone's really friendly.
But the way the kind of pitch is set up, you have the van behind us, you've got a space, then it would be the van, so you've still got your own, privacy. Even though it's a small place, you don't feel like you're on top of each other.
Yeah. Well, the guy I was speaking to yesterday had a 8.5 metre, 5.5 ton Heimer. Didn't even look like he was sticking out from his bay.
They're really good sized plots.
Good sized plots.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space. Here's Isabella. Hi, Isabella.
Hi.
Hi.
What have you been doing today?
Yeah.
We've been over. I went on a horse ride.
You did, didn't you? You did really well.
It was good, wasn't it? And you even had a trot.
She's in control of this half-ton horse, fully grown, 27-year-old
Yep.
stallion. He's a boy.
He's
Yeah. Oh, he was definitely a boy.
Oh yeah, he was.
He needed a wee.
Forgot about that.
It's quite obvious.
Anyway, what would you rate this place as? What would you say? What do you think? From 1 to 10, 10 being good, 1 being bad. What would you say?
5.
A 5? What? This is 5.
It's got no park.
Oh.
It's got no park for you, has
It's
it?
life.
And you can't use a scooter or a bike because it's
Of
gravel.
course, it depends. If you're looking for a resort type place, this isn't the place for you. If you're looking for
There's
somewhere
Well,
for
you've
a
got
quiet,
the animals,
weekend
you've got the
getaway.
horse riding.
There's also water buffalo.
yeah, the water buffalo's cool, isn't it?
They do actually have bikes and scooters. I don't know if you can take the bikes away. You might be able to.
But certainly for the kids to play with.
But to play with
at the front.
over there at the front, there was a family here from Netherlands when we first got here. They weren't here when we first got here, but their tent was, and as soon as they parked up, all 3 kids just ran straight. It's like a race to get the best toy.
Yeah.
And one of them was on a skateboard and around the little bar area.
So anyway, we're
Nice, right.
9 minutes. Don't want to bore you too much. I've added a couple of shorts today just to show you a bit what the campsite's like and where we went to with the castle and the bodega as well. So I think tomorrow we're going to probably head off and just head straight to the coast because it's going to be a beautiful day. So maybe go down to Santa Pola on the coast tomorrow, just park up for a few hours.
Video there. Say
See
adios,
what it's like
Isabella.
down there. So say adios. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
If you like this video, like and subscribe.
And share.
And share, yeah. Bye-bye.